Bismillah. Bismillah.
Oh, the last class. Sheikh, can I have a question?
Sure.
Sheikh, can you explain to us the because I read this hadith, I don't quite understand it. It was reported Anas ibn Malik, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "None of you have faith until I am more beloved to him than his children, his father, and all of the people." What does it mean by none of you have faith?
None of you will have complete faith. None of you will have the faith that takes you to paradise. None of you will have, meaning consider yourself not Muslim if you don't love me more than anything in this world. And here is why. Here is why. The Arabs loved the Prophet, but some of them loved their fathers more than they loved the Prophet. You know, one thing about the Arabs, they love their fathers. Learn from the Arabs. Some of you cannot love your parents. Why? Father, to the extent if the father is jahil, they follow him. They know he's wrong, still they follow him. The Arabs were like that. They had great respect to the fathers. Father. So Rasulullah ﷺ taught them that that's good if it is for Allah's sake. But it's very, very bad if it is not. Meaning you keep doing that to love your parents, especially fathers, because fathers were neglected. Mother, by nature, you are attracted to her. But father, sometimes you feel like he is against you, especially when he says, don't do this. Don't go out with your friends. So we think fathers are there to stop us, while actually they are there to protect us. So, the Arabs, Rasulullah ﷺ told them, none of you has faith until you love me more than yourself even. Now, when we love Rasulullah ﷺ, are we going to give him anything? Very good. But loving him means following him. You love him so much that if your father tells you to do something contradicting to the sunnah of Rasulullah ﷺ, you will follow the sunnah, not the father. Now you go to Jannah. As long as you follow your father or mother or whoever, when they are wrong, you will not. That's what it means. None of you will have complete faith, iman. Forget it if you don't follow me more than you follow your own fathers and mothers. Because following father and mother doesn't necessitate us going to Jannah. But following Rasulullah ﷺ, what's the end result?
Jannah.
Automatically paradise. But if you follow your father might not be a good man. Could be a drinker. Could be a traitor working with enemies. Could be this, so you follow him? No. You follow Islam, you follow Rasulullah ﷺ. So you end up in paradise. That's why the Prophet ﷺ was teaching the Sahaba, you let go your Jahiliyyah ways. You have to let go your traditions. You have to follow Islam. All of us have traditions. All of us. I have also big traditions. I'm not going to follow them when it comes to following Islam. So loving Rasulullah ﷺ is faith. And following him. Loving him and following him. That's what it means. Good. So hadith number 6. Right. No, the battery is weak.
Battery weak, yeah.
The battery is weak. It's not. It's
Battery is dead, sir?
yeah, I think so. Need to be replaced. You have it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So
I will
sorry.
raise my voice. No, it's dead. Shaheed, Mati Shaheed. Allahu Akbar.
So sorry.
It's okay. For Hajjah. I will raise my voice, inshallah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Haji Johari, ada soal? Tafadhal.
After class, yeah.
Leave my friend alone. MashaAllah. He brought his homework. Hadith number 6.
Page 136.
136. Everyone. Bismillah. Yalla, Hajjah. Today we read Hadith number 6. Not the Arabic, not the Arabic. Panik.
Abu Abdullah Nu'man bin Bashir, may Allah be pleased with them both, said, I heard Allah's messenger
Sallallahu alaihi
say,
wasallam.
certainly that which is lawful is clear, and that which is unlawful is clear, but between these are ambiguous matters, not known by many of the people. So the one who refrains from ambiguous matters has protected his religion and honor. But anyone who gets into the ambiguous matters soon gets caught in the unlawful ones, like the shepherd who pastures around the sanctuary, he soon plays into it. Listen, every sovereign has his sanctuary, and certainly Allah's sanctuaries are his prohibitions. Pay attention, the body has a morsel of flesh when it is upright. All of the body is upright, and when it is corrupted, all of the body is corrupted, and that is the heart.
Very good. This hadith, my dear brothers and sisters, is one of the most important hadith that a Muslim needs to know. These 40 ahadith, I think, if I'm not exaggerating, I don't want to say a word that I may regret, but these 40 ahadith, they must be known to Muslims. You don't have to memorize them, but you must study them. So thank Allah, alhamdulillah, that Allah gave us this opportunity to study this ahadith. How can you know your deen when you don't even know that there is halal and there is haram in Islam? By the way, follow me please. Islam is a religion of law. Undang-undang. Islam, unlike other religions, it's a religion of law. Allah did not tell you to worship Him the way you want. Allah didn't say fast the way you want. He didn't leave it up to you. He said, obey me. So obey Him means what? Follow His laws. If you come to see, from the moment we say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, until we die, if we are reversed, or from the moment we are born until we die, if we are Muslims, there is a law. For example, the moment the baby comes out, what do? We do adhan in his right ear, iqamah in his left ear, and we do aqiqah, we shave the head. These are laws. Okay. Then we teach him wudu and salat at the age of 7. We let him play, and then we teach. Then he becomes responsible. Then he gets married. For marriage, law, who to marry, who not to marry. He cannot marry his sister. He cannot marry his stepmother. He can haram. She cannot marry her brother. She cannot marry her stepfather. Things like that. So there are laws. What to do, what not to do in case there is divorce. What are the things you can do? What are the things you cannot do? If you see until janaza, until we bury the person, there are what we call do's and don'ts. Only the Muslims have this law. Ask Buddhists, what does your religion say about renting? Renting, buying and selling, nothing. What to eat, what not to eat, everything is halal for them. So it is us, alhamdulillah, who have been favored by Allah with the law. The problem of the Muslims, they know only the law in ibadat. Oh, the questions are all about salat, siyam, zakat, hajj. How about buying and selling? How about jihad? How about how to treat a wife? How about the wife treating the husband, the children, the neighbors? See? Inheritance. How much I take if I am the son? How much I take if I am the brother? How much I take if I am the father of the dead? So these, most of us neglect. That's why, brothers and sisters, look at me. When it comes to defending Islam, we defend Islam only in ibadat. When it comes to defending Islam in mu'amalat, we panic. And that's why you find some Muslims doing like this. Oh, those are, look, you are no more Muslim in ibadat, in mu'amalat. For example, somebody now attacks us, attack you and me. Say, no, wudu is like this, so we can defend. But when it comes to hudud law, oh yeah, those are the fanatics. So now you see you are no more Muslim. You are accusing your brothers and sisters who are strong to say, yes, we will cut the hand of the thief. You start saying, especially in the West, if you live in the West, if you live in England, and why? Because you want to assimilate, you want to be accepted. You want to be accepted by non-Muslims. Oh yeah, that type of Islam, the Taliban. You start now attacking the Taliban. You get it or not? Now you become that moderate, nice Muslim who wants to fit in with Louis Vuitton. No, you don't have that right. You don't have that right. It's haram. Islam is ibadat and mu'amalat. Mu'amalat 2/3. More than 1/3. Here, because you are panicking and you are afraid of the Westerners, that's why you see our media, the so-called fundamentalist Muslims, no yeah. And we are implementing Islam in our land, not in your land. Did I come to your land and say, let's cut the hands of thieves? I didn't. It's my land. In your land, do whatever you want. In our land, we do whatever we want. No, in your land, you do exactly what I say. So that's dominance. So please understand, my sisters and brothers. If the Muslims don't understand the deen properly, that's what will happen to them. They cannot defend it. You cannot defend it. That's why you see a lot of Muslims say, oh yeah, but that's too much, that's too much. It's not too much. So Rasulullah was too much then, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he implemented hudud law. The Prophet was too much. Here I see it, not Taliban, pass. Oh, that's pass. How about if pass are right? Question yourself, Yawm al-Qiyamah, if pass are right, and you did not support them. Example, I'm not saying, I don't know no one from pass, by the way, alhamdulillah. I'm just saying, you have to learn the deen. Don't look at the deen except from Quran and Hadith. Don't look at it from Pass, Amnu, Ikhwan, Muslimin, Saudi Arabia. Forget that. That's not Islam. That's an understanding of Islam. They could be right or could be wrong. But once you have Quran and Hadith, you are never wrong. So how can I say when I don't even know? So Allah says, the Prophet said, halal is clear and haram is clear. But look at it, in between the halal and haram, there are things that are ambiguous, not clear. So what to do with them? Okay, something is halal. Can I take it? Yes. Something is haram. Can I take it? No. Very good. Yes, no, clear. But in between, as you live your life, certain issues come. I will give you examples. Certain issues come, and you are not sure. Are they halal or are they haram? Who shows you halal and haram? Yeah, but who? After Rasulullah. The ulama. There is something new. You don't know, should I do it or not? You don't know. You went to the Quran, your limited knowledge doesn't allow you to understand. Your limited knowledge of hadith doesn't allow you to understand. You should do what? Ask the ulama. There are no ulama yet. You didn't find alim yet. You are somewhere and in a hurry. What should you do? You do that thing and ask? No, very good. You stop, you don't do. I don't do that thing. I'm not sure about that thing. so I don't do it. Then ask. If I find it halal, because that alim knows more than me, alhamdulillah, I carry on. For example, you want to buy a house in a way that you don't know if it is riba. It's not clear if it is riba, and it's not clear if it is not riba. What should you do? Do it and then ask Sheikh Zoubir? No. Wait. Don't do it. Don't sign that contract. Don't sign it. Until you ask, Sheikh, I found a good deal. It seems good, but I'm not sure if it is halal or haram. What should I do? Then the alim will give you fatwa. Then alhamdulillah, you go and do it. Or not do it, based on the fatwa. That's what Allah wants us to do, and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not become mufti. Everyone is mufti for himself. This is why the ummah has gone this way, so weak. Halal is clear. For example, what you eat, halal is not only what we eat. By the way, the word halal now is only in food. How about marriage? Any woman is halal for you to marry? No. There are many women haram for you. So you need to know. How about buying and selling? Can I sell idols? Business of idols, a lot of demand. People are demanding. So I spread kufr now, shirk. Selling dogs, pets. Haram. You cannot sell dogs. Do you know that? And cats.
Yeah.
Cats, you cannot sell them. You know that? You can give them, but you cannot sell them. Yes. You cannot buy. If you cannot sell, you cannot buy. Do not buy cats. See, because we don't know. I thought, Sheikh, no. There are many things we don't know. So when it's ambiguous, you should ask first before you do it. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has prohibited buying and selling dogs and cats. There are many, because we don't know. Actually, if we studied the hadith, we would know. But let's say I don't know. So I ask before I do something. I don't want to turn this class into halal and haram question and answer. Coming. I just want, Rasulullah is teaching us something big that will help us. When I doubt a meat, I don't know if it is pork or not. What should I do? Eat and say Bismillah, inshallah, no problem. No problem, inshallah, I will. Lillahi ta'ala. Because I said Bismillah. No, I doubt it. So look, imagine I was beef, and I really like beef, but I didn't eat beef that day. All were bad what? Man, I missed the chance. That's all. But imagine you ate it and it was pork. How do you feel? You want now to vomit? You have, I don't know, you see. So you have to also see little regret compared to big regret. Which one you will do? I take the little regret. I'd rather not eat, and Allah will feed me next time better, inshallah, food. Then, oh my God, now I know why I'm misbehaving. That pork is still in my system. Ambiguous like this. Sparkling juice of the bottle looks like champagne, but it is grapes. That is shubha, ambiguous. Leave it. You don't die if you don't drink it. By the way, that's number one. Some people, I will die, Sheikh. That you don't die if you don't drink that. And then it looks like kuffar. Look at it, especially if you put it in those caps like champagne caps. Why don't you bring one like this? You look like kuffar. You look like haram. Ambiguous. I see. That's why, in my opinion, there is no halal beer. Halal beer. Beer is haram. Halal. Halal haram. I am going to give you a halal haram. Think. Beer is what? Haram. So I add halal before beer.
Halal beer.
Remove beer and put haram, so halal haram. Is it contradiction?
Barbecue is cannot bring.
Huh?
Barbecue. Is it because
Barbecue wrong. Even if it's sold inside the Kaaba, it's wrong. Don't look at what Saudis do. Otherwise you'll be friend with Trump. Yes. No. Shubha. It has ambiguity. Hadith is very clear. Anything that is ambiguous or even wrapped up like something haram. Do you know Rasulullah ﷺ said to the Sahaba, do not use water in the containers of liquor. Anything that carried liquor, don't wash it, throw it, he said. He has prohibited Sahaba from only if it is clay. If it is clay, he said wash it. But you know the wooden jars, like jar made of wood? He said throw them, break them. Because they wanted to keep them, throw the liquor and put water, wash until they clean. He said no. Subhanallah.
How about like the countries that recycle water, and then is it clean enough, pure enough for us?
Excellent. Like Singapore, like Malaysia now. You are recycling
Water.
toilet water, sewer, right? That's your question.
Yes.
The sewer, then water already mixed with poop and urine. And that's not healthy at all. May Allah protect us. But Sheikh, is it tahir? It is tahir. But if I have a well, I wouldn't use that. Do they allow you to dig wells in Malaysia?
Yes.
You should. Wallahi, if you have your own house, dig one well. Trust me and do it. By the way, water is very available. In Malaysia, you dig 1 liter or 2, there is water. Because plenty of water. Dig wells. One day, there is no Shabazz, there is no Selangor air. You have your own water. Yallah, whoever is building a house, tell the contractor also to very fast. And then, get your own water. They are not letting us. They want to control us even in water. Serious. So my sisters, it's fine, sister, to use it for clean, but don't use it for drinking. It's not because it's not haram, it's because it's unhealthy. But is that water okay? Because it has been mixed halas. If they purified it, it's in their neck. It's in their neck, Yawm al-Qiyamah.
So even for wudu,
It's okay. Ghusl, wudu, no problem. Yeah, it's clean. What they do, so we take it as clean. It's in their neck, Yawm al-Qiyamah. As long as 3 things don't change in the water, you can use it for wudu and ghusl. Taste, color, and color and smell. If you smell water differently, leave it. Rasulullah ﷺ said, smell water first. Water has no smell. The moment it has smell, throw it.
Like in India.
That's one. Number 2, the water has no color. If it has little color, leave it. Do not use it for Sheikh muddy. That mud, that's because of the tana. I'm talking sherbet. You know, your favorite drink. Red. Syrup. Water is like syrup and you're going to make wudu. No water, why you are now sticking. Your hand is still here. Man, I want to get off. It's sugar. And also the taste. When you taste it, it's sweet. Sheikh, how about salty water? Salty water naturally from the sea, no problem. But water here, you bring salt and put into the water? No. Natural, from the sea. Can I make mandi, ghusl and wudu from the sea? Yes. So 3 things. If one of them is there, that water is batil. Tahir. It's not clean. How about if 3 of them are there? Super not tahir. That's how you know, inshallah. So my dear brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ said, certainly that which is lawful is clear. in Islam. What is halal is very clear. And that which is unlawful, haram, is also clear. But in between, there are ambiguous matters. There are issues that you don't know. So what to do? He said, not known by many of the people. Not known by many of people. What does it mean? Some people know the hukum, halal or haram. Who are they? The ulama. Ra'yat, majority of people will not know. Is it halal, is it haram? ASB, Amana Saham, Butra, Bumi Putra. These things, are they harus, mubah, are they halal, are they haram? Who tells us? The ulama. Based on what they say, you act. And even the ulama differ. Some say harus, some say haram. And I rather listen to those who say no. Let me tell you this. In dunya, when it comes to Allah, brothers and sisters, I rather listen to that man who scares me, to that woman who scares me, to that woman who says no. I rather listen. Why? Do you take anything with you when you die? Very good. That's my... you know, when you die, you take nothing. So, alhamdulillah, I take only amal salih. Yawm al-Qiyamah, when I stand before Allah, and He tells me, why you didn't invest this way? I say, Ya Rab, I was afraid that I do something haram. What do you think? Allah will appreciate or not? Even if I was wrong. Let's say it was halal, harus, mubah. But I didn't do it out of fear of Allah. Although I really needed to invest. You go to Jannah. But I didn't care if it was halal, haram. I just did it. You see now the problem? That attitude is the attitude that we have. That everything comes from your attitude. You know that? Attitude. If you think you are takut, you will not leave this house. If you think you are brave, Bismillah, tawakkalna, you will go to the mountain by yourself. Because you have an attitude of no fear. The other one has attitude of fear. If a cat scratches, here you think a hantu is coming. It's a cat. Outside, look. It's the attitude. That's why Allah Azza wa Jalla wants us to change the attitude. Never fear anyone but Him. So halal is clear, my sisters, brothers. Haram is clear. But in between, sometimes there are ambiguous issues. Was there ASB, Saham for Abu Bakr, Abu Hanifa, Shafi'i, Malik? So now, we don't know. Is it halal? Is it haram? Especially that, do you know most of your money in ASB, Saham and PKN is invested in Maybank. And Maybank is given money by Bank Negara with loan, with interest. When the bank gives you money, do they give you money because you are handsome or beautiful? They expect something in return. What is it? Interest. You have to know that, right? The bank gets money from where?
Bank Negara.
From Central Bank, Bank Negara. Bank Negara, when it gives Maybank, CIMB, Afin Bank, Alliance Bank, whatever bank you have, when they give them money to do business, like that, with interest, they charge them interest. Bank Negara gets money from where? Rothschilds and Rockefellers, which you don't know. They get it from Yahudi, from Central Bank, IMF, World Bank. And World Bank and IMF are in the hands of who? The Jews, Yahud. Now you know they control everything. Oh, Sheikh. So you think when you have to know these things, my brothers and sisters. But they don't want us to wake up. They want to just makan minum, tidur, salat, go until your death comes. You don't challenge them. You don't say, hey guys, what is this? Let's count on Allah. If the Jews can do it, we can do it. If the Jews were smart and did that, we can have our own World Bank. But they don't want. We can. Muslims have so much money. If they unite them, can make one bank and it start giving without loan, without interest.
Yeah.
Can. business with you. Musharaka. Let's say Islamic World Bank, IWB. Islamic World Banks, Khalas. Let's say Kuala Lumpur. Mahathir gives us office, we bring the billion, and okay, we start giving to all the Muslim banks. All the Muslim banks. Central government, we give only to Central Bank. Bank Negara of Algeria, Bank Negara of Malaysia, Bank Negara of... Those banks give to the local banks. Okay, based on what? Not interest, based on musharaka. We do business together. So when you make profit, you give us. We pay the workers, we pay this, so, and then we grow together. There are ideas, it's just... Now you know why Sheikh Zoubir is in Malaysia, not staying in America. These are the ideas that scare them. This guy, man, this guy is speaking, they're dangerous. They said this man is dangerous. Serious. He's changing, he's not talking only pahala, 50,000 hasana, 4,000 dhikr. 4. Allah Akbar, where did you get that number from? Sheikh, dua, salat, nuraniya. I said 4. Chinese will never be interested. There is a house near my neighborhood, number 4. No one wants to buy it. Now I know why. I always see for sale for a long time. Today, as I was coming, I said, let me see the number. It's number 4. Very nice house. They be living in numbers. And Malays now, if I buy it, I cannot sell it. They are believing the same. If I buy it as investment, I cannot sell it. So now you get the virus from the
Chinese.
So what did you avoid the word for means see? See means mati. Die.
For.
For see.
Yes.
See and go out there.
Alamak, mashallah, you know man.
Chinese.
Put 3A.
B. A.
Very good.
I say for
3A.
Yeah.
B.
Very simple. 3A,
There's no more.
3B.
There's no 4.
Yes, very simple. Or write 88. When they buy it, that thing will drop and then it's 4. Chinese all number 8. And Muslims are becoming like them because they are influencing us. Because you are thinking, if I buy it to sell it, oh man, this plate number has number 4. No one will buy this car. They will buy it. It's just trust Allah, my sisters and brothers. Halal is clear. Haram is clear. In between there are ambiguous things. What do we do? Some, he said. Some people will know it. Majority will not know. So the majority should go to those who know. Those who know are the ulama. Sheikh, can we do this transaction? Can I marry this way? Can I divorce my wife this way? Can I do this? Whatever you want to do. Yes or no? The ulama know. It's ambiguous to you and me. But, generally speaking, the halal haram, even non-alim knows it. Are you ulama? No. But you know, alhamdulillah, most of the haram, you know it. And therefore, most of the things are halal. But in between, sometimes we need to refer to ulama, especially in mu'amalat, in transactions. In transactions, most people don't know. So I gave you a few examples. If you have a question to ask about this, please do so, anytime.
Sheikh,
Yes.
about the muamalah and financial that you
Yes.
are telling us about banking system and everything, alhamdulillah, right now there are more people who are aware and trying to do business
Alhamdulillah.
without having loan.
Alhamdulillah.
We have a system where we do profit sharing and we get investors.
Very good.
So no loan banking, no involving loan at all. But it is a slow process.
It's okay.
But it's a younger generation who
Yes.
actually
You
realizing it.
and down. MashaAllah, this age and down, and the elderly who don't want to invest anymore. They are willing. But those who want to make money anyway and any form, in any form or shape, may Allah guide them. Sisters, wallahi al-adim, listen to me. You work for the bank. You think you have a house, it's not yours. The one who is renting better than you. Why? Because he knows it's not his. You may have this house and you're still paying the bank and you think, actually, the one who is renting nearby, every month he's paying the deep inside, he knows it's not his. You think it's yours. It's not yours. It's the bank's. Tomorrow you cannot pay for any reason. What do? They come and take it. They evict you. Please understand this. The law is on their side, not on your side. And one thing, wallahi al-azim, I swear by Allah. Usually I don't swear. You see me not swearing. But if I swear, it means I am, alhamdulillah. I am a million times sure. Allah will help you. When you make the niyyah to get out of the riba, Allah will help you. And you will be out. And now your business is yours. Now your house is yours. Now everything is yours. It's just they scare you. Like, how can you do business without the bank? I can do business without the bank.
There are someone, Sheikh, who's actually doing now is renting cars by a Muslim who actually do a business where he rent cars out. So people don't have to go to the bank and take loan to buy a car.
Here you go.
That is.
Here you go. Halal, Allah will help you. Will help you. And slowly, sisters, and brothers, as people start seeing, then the banks start saying, please come, okay, we give you without. Just take the money, because they have to let the money circulate. So I forced you to. Even then, still say, no, thank you. I deal with my brothers and sisters. And if you can do business by yourself without anyone, that's the best. That's the best. Lakum dinukum waliya. Lakum businessukum waliya businessy. You have your business and I have mine. Even husband and wife, huh? She has her business of Kuwait and you have your business of Kuwait Yao. From time to time, go buy from her some Kuwait. She comes by your Kuwait Yao. She pays, you pay. Takbir. Hey, I'm not kidding. Even between husband and wife, better not to do business together. You never know. You never know. Do business together. Business together is to live together. Have children together. That's the only business we have to do. Your wife become your boss or you become her boss. You think you are Khadija and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Forget. You are not Khadija and he is not Muhammad. Peace be upon him. Don't dream. Okay. Look now. So the one who refrains from the ambiguous matters has protected his religion and honor. Look at me. This woman is not halal for me. She is not my sister. I'm not mahram to her. Mahram, not muhrim. Muhrim is the one who goes for ihram. When you go for umrah and hajj, you are called muhrim. Now you are called mahram. Like Haji Johari and Nordli. He is her mahram. He can't stay with her alone in the house. Because he's her father. Khalas. A brother and his sister, can they stay in the house alone? Yes. Can they travel together? No problem. Because they are mahram, meaning they are haram for one another. Okay? Alright, that's what it means. Pay attention, huh? You see a man sitting in a corner of another corner of a restaurant. Dark candle, and that brother is sitting with that sister and close. So how many corners first? 3. There are some restaurants like that. They are sitting in that place and they are just talking. I should give them the benefit of the doubt. But what they did is shubha. That is shubha, that's ambiguous. The man and the woman have tarnished their honor now. If people speak bad about them, they brought it to themselves. That's shubha. That's ambiguous. You should not be in khalwa. I found you in khalwa and you think, you tell me, no, Sheikh, please don't think bad about me. No. That's why a Muslim should never put himself in what we call harm's way. So it's not just the food we eat. Could be haram, the drink, it could be haram. No, the situation. I cannot be with your sister alone. Bring your husband. Let's say you want to talk to Sheikh even, ask questions very private. You have a problem in your life. You bring your husband. Oh Sheikh, actually it's my husband who is the problem. No problem. Bring your brother. Bring your mother. Bring somebody with you. Don't come alone. You got it or not? Never sit with a woman alone. Or a woman with a man alone. Haram. Even when alhamdulillah, nothing happens. But still, people will talk. People will talk. So what I am saying here, honor, the issue of honor. So it's not just the religion that is in danger. People tomorrow, honor also, the man will say, okay, just swear to me by Allah nothing happened. Now we see, no, wallahi, it was just the sister was, she had problems, she didn't find anyone to cry to, and she found you, only you. Your wife will accept that? Only you. She should have gone, she will say, to the Jewish Wailing Wall and cry then in public. But she has a point. You tell her, okay, come and talk to me in my wife's presence. That is better. So that's one thing I always do, alhamdulillah. I say to sisters, you need to see me, you come to my house. Or you bring someone with you. Never alone. Even ruqya, even when I do ruqya. You know, sometimes people are sick. Never come alone. Very important. Otherwise, I do ruqya. Inshallah, later. Put it in mind. Now we already looked at that and said we need to. Yeah, very good. No, it's okay to do ruqya. Quran and Hadith. Only Quran and dua. No, nothing else. Be careful of those who do ruqya to you, start half Bomo, half Muslim. No, Sheikh Zoubir 100% Muslim, inshallah. The point I'm making, my dear sisters and brothers, especially the young girls, they are naive, and the young boys, they don't know. They don't have experience in life. So poor girl, she stopped talk to her friend at school. Assalamu alaikum. Maybe she asking about his sister. She is the best friend of his sister. How is your sister? I don't see her. That is shubha. Don't speak to him on the street. Don't speak to him in a place. People will say, hey, there is something. This is very important. Very, very important. Shubha, it is shubha. So the hadith is all about avoid shubha, which alhamdulillah you have in Malay. How about when it is khalwa, clear? Khalwa is not shubha. Khalwa is a sin. You allow yourself to be alone with a different gender. Alone. If people are with you, fine. But alone, no. You go to a place, TGI Fridays, Chili's, all shubha. Why? Because liquor is served there. Not to you, not to your table. Sheikh, I booked this table for me and my family. You are in a place of shubha. TGI Fridays, Chili's, because beer is served there to others. So you are helping that business. If Chili's and TGI Fridays have no liquor, you can. Can I go, Sheikh, if I know the owner and he said no, and clear, I can go and see, no problem. You need to. You think you're going to go to Jannah just like that? Honestly. You think, what we think, we are going to. Wallahi al-Adim Jannah, if we don't bleed for it. Blood. Not just sweat and tears. Not only sweating for Allah's sake and crying. No. Sahaba went to Jannah, men and women. Allahu Akbar. So please, my brothers and sisters, do not put yourself in shubha.
Sheikh, this is understand that we always go for family lunch, always family gathering in big hotel
Yeah.
for lunch. Normally, big hotel,
They serve.
they sell liquor.
Very good. You shouldn't go. You should not. Go to a restaurant. Please stop going to, it's haram, I tell you from where. Even, okay. Look, even if there is no liquor, how much money you pay there compared to how much money you pay in a very good restaurant, Malay restaurant, Chinese Muslim restaurant, Muslim restaurant. You have the business, they're struggling, they're making a living. Hotel, just to park your car, how much? But Sheikh, no. You think I cannot go to hotel? Alhamdulillah, I can. I have so many friends who have hotels. If I go, either I'm meeting a guest, if you see me one day in a hotel, here in KL, either I'm meeting a guest or I have a conference, Islamic conference or something. But to go there, just to, mashallah, feel like, no. Coffee bean. Sheikh Zoubir loves coffee. I go coffee bean. Even coffee bean, I feel like I'm wasting money. Haram. 8 ringgit, 9 ringgit now coffee. Allahu Akbar. I can give that 9 ringgit to Anak Yatim. His lunch day. Lunch and dinner. You know what I mean? Be careful, please. Do not go to hotels like liberal rich people. Even if you are rich. Go to a restaurant. Maybe family get together, eat. Nice restaurant, no problem. Syrian restaurant, Afghan restaurant, a halal restaurant, go. But to go to hotel, may Allah forgive us. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Because liquor also is.
Serve in a hotel.
So it's not just TGI Fridays and chilies. Another thing, we are commanded to support one another. I am commanded to support you. You have business, I can eat in your place. So where is that Muslim brother who is struggling? He and his wife started business. How can they make money? So I go, I eat, and I have sadaqah. My money I give him, although he fed me, is a form of sadaqah, because I could have gone somewhere else. But I don't tell him here, sadaqah. It's not sadaqah for Allah sadaqah, not for him. Yes, my sister.
How about like in a hotel, they have liquor in the fridge?
Excellent.
To stay in the hotel?
Yes. If you ever go to a hotel where there is liquor, you're traveling, you don't have where to go. You're passing by a city, la transit or whatever, you can tell them, please remove, and they do it. Hotels, what they want? What they want? Very good. Please come and remove the beer. They come and remove the beer. Or I want to book a room without liquor. They will remove it. Okay, now they didn't remove and it's already there, you're tired. No problem, it's closed. As long as you don't see it, it's in the fridge, no problem. Sheikh, can I pray in that room? You can pray in that room. You can pray in the church, let alone in the... You know that. You can pray in the church. If salat time comes and you are inside the church, you can pray. Church is a house of Allah. Sheikh, but the cross is there. I know. Don't face the cross, don't face idols. Salat inside the synagogue and the church is permissible. It's permissible. But doesn't mean you turn the church into masjid. Unless you can. I'm talking about you're traveling. It happened to me. I was in Paris. Time of Dohr came. And I was in that Notre Dame with the famous church. Allah al-Adim. Allah. Looked for the Qibla. Corner. And people were like, what is it? Yeah, showing you. One day we take all this. I'm bringing an army of young kids from Malaysia. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
There's no more Macedonians now.
Huh?
There's no more Macedonians.
Yeah, it's the bunch.
Burn down.
Sheikh Zoubir prayed there, got fire. After 20 years. 30 30 actually, over 30. Serious. I prayed there. No, the point I'm making, sisters and brothers, please understand that there are ambiguous things in our life. Not the deen. The deen makes life clear, but we don't know. So what to do? I ask. And I should never put myself in a situation where people talk bad about my honor or bad about my religion. Never. You want to meet, you bring with you someone. Women, men. A man also cannot be alone with two women. Young, cannot. More, meaning how many? Lot. But mother, daughter, the daughter is quite sick, she needs ruqya. Bring her mother, and better father, better even a man. Her brother. Doctor, I am a doctor. This woman has come to me. The nurse must be with me. If this woman came alone, cannot say, okay, let me check this one. No. Her husband is there, please come in with her. Sit and examine. Same thing. Woman, doctor, a man walks in, young man, nurse is with her. This is to look, not only shaitan, also people. People may speak bad. People may speak bad, my brothers and sisters. So, alhamdulillah, Allah protects us. So it's not just the food and drink. It's not only man and woman relations and interactions, sickness, also clothes. Ambiguous. This cloth is ambiguous. Sheikh, it looks like silk, but it is not silk. Is silk allowed for men?
No.
Man is haram silk and gold. A ring looks like gold, but it's not gold. Can a man do it? But it looks like, that's shubha, ambiguous, so remove it. So men cannot wear gold. Women can wear gold and silk, men cannot. In dunya. Rasulullah said, he who wears them in dunya will not wear them in akhirah. Among the men. So ladies, if you love your husbands, you encourage them if they still attached to something, some pen, ring. Yeah? No.
Even if the thread is gold.
Even thread of gold. No. So what to do, brothers? You live normal life. So that shubha, Sheikh Zoubir is wearing a shirt like silk, not like silk. That is shubha. I should avoid that. So people will not say, oh, he teaches us, but he does this. People will say that.
The silk must be pure silk. Normally silk is mixed up.
Cannot mix also.
Pure or impure? If it is called silk,
Even though the percentage wise, right?
still.
No, cannot.
Okay, dokie. I bring you milk. 50 liters of milk. I bring some urine. Urine. What is urine in Malay?
Kencing.
Kencing. And I do like this. Only one drop. Look. Would you drink now from that milk?
No.
Some of you will drink. Because percentage. You faham now?
Yeah.
Take the deen like this. Take it, now it's, I can't. Like that. Lillahi ta'ala. Ya Rab, all this sacrifice I do for you. So, Wallahi al-Adim, when you start getting rid of certain things, for Allah's sake, you will see how you start tasting now the beauty of the deen. You realize, man, I was just...
The whole wardrobe when we are young.
It's okay. It's okay. As long it's okay.
Especially the shirt.
Yeah.
The whole, almost one
I-
whole wardrobe.
I know.
When we are young.
I know. It's okay. Sahaba used to drink. Sahaba, drinking is one of the worst habits you can ever get rid of. And they did it. The moment they heard the ayah, they didn't say, man, I've been drinking all my life. Look how much, Sheikh, this room is full of liquor. It takes a break. And the wife helps, the children help. They were so happy. Billahi ta'ala. Until the whole street smelled for liquor for 1 week. Rasulullah said, the Sahaba said, when the Prophet ordered us to break our containers, we were smelling liquor for 1 week on the street. Imagine you go out and you smell it. MashaAllah. Billahi ta'ala.
So be a wish.
It's not waste.
Because all the money we have to throw away.
You cannot give people also? Burn it?
It's okay. It was a waste liquor. They didn't give to the Jews. The Jews used to drink. The Sahaba didn't say, hey, neighbor Jew, come, take as much as you can. I don't drink that. Hey, I told you, where you want to go? Where? After death? Jannah. And which Jannah? I want up. Oh, Firdaus. There are certain things, let go. Let go. Sorry. That's the only way. Sisters, we slaughtered the sheep that we were born with it. Eid. Actually, Eid, they really want to see Eid, come to Algeria. Because for 1 week at least, the children are bonding to that sheep. And sheep is one of the easiest animals to bond with. They feed it, they put henna on the fur, the children, they play with it, they feed it well. And then they see with their own eyes on Hari Raya Eid, Lillahi ta'ala. So the children learn to let go. They bond to the animal, then they see Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. They may cry, so they learn from young age. You hang your heart with something, and then you let go. So I hang my heart, let's say, to my golden watch. Oh, this golden watch given to me by my sayang when she was, woohoo! It reminds me 40, 50 years ago. Still, I cannot watch it. I cannot use it.
Actually, most ties also made from silk.
Yeah. Example, I'm just giving you, my sisters and brothers, Lillahi ta'ala. Ibrahim alayhi salam was ordered to slaughter his own son. And he did it. You and me cannot let go something. Sisters?
But I have small, this is practical problem. So I have spectacle frame. When we are young, I used to play a lot of game. So normally when you use the normal stainless steel, you can last very long. The sweat would eat the frame
true.
And then become very itchy.
True.
So what is left now, I have a spare with gold frame. But I will use. But I have, for reading purposes, I use that.
It's okay. If for reading, no problem. You are not going out and say, see me, hey, look at me, hi. No problem. But, Sheikh, can I use another spectacle and use that gold for something else? I take it to blacksmith, to goldsmith, and tell him to use it for my wife's ring.
It's gold plated.
I know, brother. Gold plated or gold? So if it was me, I will use another spectacles just to read, and that one, because it's expensive, I say, please. He knows how to do it, and then turn it into a ring for my wife.
Maybe $100 because they sweat.
Okay, let's not get lost in the details. The idea, no, it's okay. The idea is, please, when you are doubtful of something, ask. And don't pretend you are not doubtful about it. Don't pretend you are not doubtful about it. Because most of us say, oh, it's clear. It's not clear. Many things are not clear in life, especially nowadays. We don't know. There are many things. Banks, there were no banks before. The riba was not through banks. It was through man to man. Emery and I want to borrow money from one another. One of us charges the other one. That was the simple form of riba. Now it's complex. You need to ask about any transaction.
So that one so the omega watch that I give to school. Ini tak agak
I am just saying, my brothers and sisters, Sahaba, may Allah be pleased with them. You think Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Khadija couldn't give him a ring of gold? She could, she was rich. And even if she gave him before he became prophet, he would have removed it. But he never did that. Khalas. Gold, give it to daughters. If you have daughters, buy them gold. Boys, buy them guns from now, not gold. Girls, buy them gold. Boys, come here, son, come here, check. Kalashnikov, this is how. Parang. They know Kalashnikov, this guy knows. Afghan, mashallah. When the baby is born, the father gives Kalashnikov. It's true. The first thing some Afghan touch, the first thing the father puts is his gun. My son, you are born to be a fighter, because very tough to survive there. If you are not mujahid, they eat you up. If you are not tough, Russians want to take your land. The British tried before. Now the Americans. What is this? Enough. Habis. Alas. The Malays also use first baby born, father put Chris, no more.
Chris.
They put now, do it. You know the envelope?
Yeah.
That's why our children are very materialistic. When you put Chris, oh man. Yeah. Today, so he wants to be Tansri. At young age, he wants to be Tansri. Give children what makes them men. May Allah bless our children.
Ameen.
I taught my kids to slaughter. I said, you slaughter or I slaughter you. So they came and slaughtered. They were all takut. I said, you come. This is. They were hesitant. I said, look, today you slaughter or you be slaughtered. Okay. Alas. But some of us, quite old, never even slaughtered a chicken. How can you fight? Tomorrow the British come back. Hey, they made the comeback. I tell you why. I'm not scaring you. Europe is getting colder. The land is cool, very cold. Cannot produce food like it used to. So when Europeans get hungry and they have the nukes and they have the weapons, where do you think they come? When you don't find, your land is no more good, where do you? You move to the next land. The next land is Mediterranean, the Arab land. So they will come to Arab land. The most fertile land is Algeria. That's why Algeria buys weapons. Our army is quite strong. We know that one day they will come back. The French, the Germans, they are now, their eye is on, sorry, too cold, hungry. I have millions to feed. And when they have the power, you're weak. You see what I mean? You're weak, I have the power, sorry. And I don't fear Allah. Na'udhu billah. You got it? Think like that. Alright. So, but anyone who gets into the ambiguous matters soon gets caught in the unlawful ones. See? It's like this. The moment you start doing harus, you're going to do the haram. Harus will lead you to haram. Look at this. Halal is clear. Alhamdulillah. Haram is clear also. The Quran showed us, the Sunnah showed us. But in between here, there is ambiguous. There is something called shubha. Shubha. In Arabic, shubha. This shubha is called ambiguous area. Here you should not do. Whether food, clothes, buying, selling, khalwa, not, I wouldn't put myself here. Okay? If it happens, something happens in my life, I need to ask the ulama. Ask the ulama. When the Prophet ﷺ was alive, he was. The Sahaba returned to him, but now he died. So Allah says, go to the ulama because they inherit the prophets. Halal is clear, haram is clear, in between. Here, once you are here, it's so easy to go here. It's not, you are not going here, you're going here. Because harus and haram are close to each other. You are not going to the halal, actually you're going to the haram. Why? The nafs desires. The nafs desires to do certain things. And she tells you it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. That's why no, never put yourself in harm's way. So ask, Rasulullah ﷺ said, the cure of an ignorant person is to ask. If that person just asked, he would not be ignorant, he would be muta'allim. Then he said, like a shepherd having his cattle, look at me sisters and brothers, near somebody's land, border. I was grazing my animals near your border. What happens? The animals will do what? The sheep will go to cross, very good. We cross to the land of the neighbor and start eating his grass. That's exactly the nafs. The nafs is like a sheep. The more it sees of the dunya, the more it goes. The sheep, the more he sees good food, same thing, nafs. So, but now you're eating what? Someone's? So you haram. Now you are in the haram without you knowing. Yes. That's why we say stay away from the shubha. When I stay away from the shubha, I'm safe. When I am inside the shubha, I'm not safe. It's like the shepherd who takes his sheep near somebody else's land, and that man could be a very mean person. He can shoot all the. He has a gun. He can shoot. Why? Who told you to come to my land and graze? That is, Allah also has limitations, borders. Do not cross them. The halal and haram are what we call the borders of God. We should not cross the haram. Haram is shubha.
Even with the consent of the owner.
No, if that's normal. Once he says do it, now it is halal. With his consent it becomes halal. It's no more haram. But he put wire. He put fence. He says no trespassing. And you trespass, sorry. Allah says don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. We go around them. Sheikh, I'm not zina, I'm just gazing. No zina, I'm just talking. Hi, sweet honey's bunnies. Honey's bunnies. Men do that to some women. Just talk, we are friends. That is shubha. You are now close to zina. Or, Sheikh, I'm not gambling, I'm just playing the lottery. That's gambling. No, maybe luck. Sheikh, I'm just having lunch in this Shangri-La hotel. But brother, Shangri-La hotel sells liquor. You go out, you eat good food. You go out of that hotel, there is good food, very good food. Halal. And men are trying to make a living. Then he said, listen, the Prophet ﷺ, he used to attract the attention of his companions. Listen, every sovereign has his sanctuary, and certainly Allah's sanctuaries are his prohibitions. Every king has borders. For example, look at Pahang. Sultan, Pahang, Solangor, Pahang, Sultan of this, they all have borders. And they will be very angry if you come to their borders without meaning. You build a house in their land. without their permission. Everybody has prohibited. Your neighbor here. Brother Emery, if a neighbor throws something to him, he has full right to get upset. Because this is my house. That's your house. Borders. Pay attention, he said. Peace be upon him. The body has a morsel of flesh. In the body, sisters and brothers, the most important thing you need to take care of it, even physically, is your heart. Heart. The heart, you must check from time to time, especially 45 and up. You have to do what we call ECG. From time to time, you do. Sisters also. Because sisters go through a lot of stress. You go and do. If they find some, at least they detect it early, they can tell you what to do, what not to do. Same thing, physically and spiritually. The most important thing in your body, my sisters and brothers, is your heart. Your heart has to be soft. That's why we pray. Your heart has to be soft. That's why we give sadaqah and zakat. Our heart must be soft. That's why we fast. We go visit the grave. We go, yesterday I went to ICU. This lady, I know her, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. She will not, she's already, I did not recognize her. I was looking until they showed me, they said, this is the one. Let's say I know you, but your face is so swollen that I couldn't recognize her. Very nice lady, may Allah make it easy on her. Between life and death. Tubes everywhere, nose, oxygen. The heart. Here is the dunya we fight for. And she's not in Sri, very rich. This woman, she doesn't find anyone near her. No one from her family. She's between life and death, no one can visit. See? When she was strong and the money and this, everybody was around her. You see some people how they are. I'm not even related to her, I go visit her. Lillahi ta'ala. She's between life and death. She doesn't even know where she is. Her doctor told me, who is my student. She said, Sheikh, do you know that in Sri so and so? I said, yes. She said, oh, wow. No one, she said, Sheikh, no one can visit. Allah. Allahu Akbar. And I know how rich this woman used to be because I was in the 90s here. She helped me, may Allah bless her. I never forget when I was student. Subhanallah. You don't ask me who, don't be curious. Some ladies already, I want to know who is this lady. How old are you, Sheikh? Not just you, 3 or 4 ladies said. Takbir. How old Sheikh is? 50. Takbir. Happy birthday, Sheikh Zoubir. Yeah, that's why I said last time, no celebration. The gifts, ada.
Yes, it's equivalent to my
Wedding.
anniversary.
I know, mashallah. 1969, you got married?
Yes.
Takbir. 1969 I came. It's okay. Close, 69, 70. No, 1969 he saw you. He started planning. 1970, khalas, he got you. You faham? Shmalu. Yes. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Hey, my mom was playing. May Allah have mercy on her. She was playing. The girls, the rope. And she was jumping. Her mother called her, my grandma. Sharifa. She came. You see that boy over there standing? My father was having something eating. He was just 15, 16. My mom was 13. You see that boy? She said, yeah. He said, he's going to be her husband. She said, okay, ma. And she went play. Her mind was with the game. More than with, it happened. She was 14 later on, 1 more year. My father was 16, 17. But those days, 14 can carry you and run away. Today 14 doesn't even know how to put her clothes on. Be careful, don't make the... My mom, by that age, she was cooking, she was
So,
broderie.
Knitting.
She knew how to make broderie. They taught them from young. They have time to play with their friends. Father already was working. 17, he was working. Believe it or not. And you know why she married him at that age? Because he was going to France. The French were going to take him to work with them. They like him, he works. So mother, very smart, his mom and my mother's mom got together. How to save our children. Tang, boom. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
And they have Sheikh Zoubir. And you know the rest of the story. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
So pay attention. The body has a morsel of flesh. When it is upright, all the body is upright. It's the heart. Physically, brothers, if you have problem with your heart, your body will be very weak. No matter how strong you might look. You keep panting. You cannot breathe because the heart. Also, spiritually. If the heart is corrupt, the whole body will follow. For example, if na'udhu billah, this man loves money, the body will do nothing but think about money and getting money. Salat, brother, no. I'm going to a meeting, business meeting. Salat, adhan. Respect Allah at least. No, I have to run, because the heart is with money. His mother is sick, cannot visit her because the money. Your mom is about to die, like this lady. The children, quite rich, they are not even around their mother because the heart is corrupt. Khalas, is with money. May Allah save us.
Ameen.
Same thing. If the heart is bomo, the body will behave towards bomo. The heart is the captain of the body. The body follows. If the heart wants girls, the eyes start looking at girls. If the heart is bad, the tongue starts lying and slandering and cursing. If the heart is bad, the ear wants to hear only music, no Quran. If the heart is bad, the legs will go anywhere but not to the masjid. If the heart is bad, the hand will steal, will hit, not give, and pet the children. Ana yatim. So may Allah purify our hearts, my brothers and sisters, and make us be very look, if today I talk only about this hadith, then we have achieved. Halal is clear, the haram is clear, but in between there is gray areas. The Prophet said avoid it. Not do it or be around it. Until you ask. When the ulama said, okay, you can do that, alhamdulillah, I have fatwa. But when the ulama didn't tell me, I stay away from it. I stay away from it. T-shirt. I'm not sure if it is for boys or girls. What should I do? Wear it? A t-shirt? I'm not sure. Is this a boys t-shirts or girl t-shirts? Wear it and go out as a man? Then people start saying, oh man, it means it. So it goes shubha. I didn't know. So it's also clothes. The type of cloth you wear is shubha. Manchester United. Sorry to say that. The logo of it is what? Devil with? So shaitan, you pray to Allah with that? Allahu Akbar. You think your salat will be accepted? While you are coming to Allah like facing him with the devil. I don't care. Barcelona.
Cross.
FC Barcelona. Cross. Allahu Akbar. You're saying this. A lot of brothers don't pay attention to those things. Sisters, sometimes you those pin to fix your hijab, dudong. It's clear cross. Or an animal. Rasulullah said those things shouldn't be anywhere, let alone on your body. But Sheikh, it's just a butterfly. If butterfly only the wings, no problem. But if there is that body, the body of it, then it's clear butterfly. One sister, may Allah bless her, from this class, she's not here, she asked me, and the moment I said, she removed. There are people, alhamdulillah, changing. I hope and ask Allah to all make us change. Put another one, nice. I'm not saying don't. Put something that doesn't look like animal or insect. Yeah, no problem. You want to fix your hair, sister, with something, it should be normal thing, anything, but not animal or insect. Butterfly cannot. Insect cannot.
On t-shirts.
T-shirts.
T-shirts. So children's t-shirts.
Yes, very good. Superman. This one. Simba. Tom and Jerry.
So the other one, especially two cars. One is Alfa Romeo, the other one is Chevrolet.
Chevrolet is a cross.
Chevrolet looks cross, yes.
It's cross. Chevrolet
Yes.
is cross. Alfa Romeo also. Logo is so cross.
It's a serpent,
Avoid.
snake.
Yes,
To tell
avoid.
the new generation.
Avoid it,
I
inshallah.
would have.
May Allah protect us. Slowly, inshallah, slowly.
It's a cross. Chevrolet and Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. Because you're Muslim. Rasulullah ﷺ said, don't look like the kuffar. Don't look like them. In anything. You shouldn't look like them. We are better. We are special. And by the way, that's what kept Malays still Malays until now. If you mix too much with them, you just become like them. Careful. Lakum dinukum waliya din. You have yours, I have mine. Look at the beauty of Islam. Very good. What else?
Okay, the last one.
Now, no, your questions about.
This is buying from a Muslim. I buy a lot for charity, especially rice, so many things like that. Sometimes the Muslim product is, the price is a bit high. So I don't buy one, I buy 30 packets of rice and all those things to give away for anak yatim.
May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you.
So, but when it comes to the choice, I buy the cheapest. Is it
Why you buy the cheapest? To give more or?
to give more because
It's
we
okay.
don't do
It's
budget.
alright.
It's alright.
It's alright. But better to buy next time.
From a Muslim.
Not from a Muslim shop.
Buy from town. Look from Carrefour, Tesco, because they send to the house. I cannot be carrying 30
Yes.
packet of 30 kilo rice, you know.
Yes.
Maybe I will die hungry. So they send to the house.
Yes. It's okay. May Allah accept from you. It's okay. It's alright. And you shouldn't carry at this age, yes. Both of you. You should not. At this age you should be carried. Like Sultan and Sultana. Like beer. Yeah, you shouldn't carry. Or brothers or sisters having back pain. Sometimes you are young, but you have a very bad back. You shouldn't carry. Because you harm yourself like that. Let people do it. Even extra is okay. Yeah, it's alright to as long as it is eatable, alhamdulillah. It's eatable,
It's
yes.
halal everything. But
Yeah. May Allah accept. May Allah accept. How about those? You want to ask me about those? The books?
Yeah, that's private.
The private, okay.
This one.
That's between me and him, huh? You don't get involved, huh? Warning now, huh? Okay,
Sheikh, how do you keep your heart pure and uncorrupted?
very good. Number one, all the ibadats, the basic ibadats, do them. Do the dhikr. Seek knowledge. Like this, class like this. Alhamdulillah. This The moment we started these classes, we are better than before. I am sure 100%. I can see it in you. I can see it. 3, the basic ibadat like salat, siyam, zakat, and hajj, fulfill them. Then nawafil, naflu, extra like your father does, qiyamul layl, tahajjud, mashallah, your mom and this. Then you do mix with the right crowd. How can you have a good heart when you're mixing with people who talk only about dunya? All they're talking about few millions. They never remind you of Allah. Even when we talk about business, let's say me and you, we talk about business. But we talk about Allah. We fear Allah. You're talking to this guy who became suddenly millionaire and you are so jealous. He was your schoolmate. She was your schoolmate. Now, all you care about is to be like them or better than them.
So, Sheikh, even if the group of people that we are in terms of our work is not good, we should leave the job?
No, very good. If I work with people who are not, I work in a company, right? And they are kafir. My relationship with them ends at work. After work, sorry, I don't socialize with them. Maybe during lunch, when I sit and they sit, maybe I can talk a little bit about da'wah indirectly. No need to even mention Islam. But after that, hey, can we go out together? Sorry. I have masjid to go to, I have a wife, I have children, I have this. Why go with you? No. So this is the problem, is that we socialize. I'm talking about socializing with kafir makes us like them. Socializing with Muslims who talk only about dunya will make you like them. It's true. Ask us, why we feel so good in this classroom? Do we talk about any dunya? We are actually, Sheikh Zoubir is making your dunya difficult. That's why some of you, I can see. Oh, this man is, yes, I am here. Allah sent me from Algeria and America to remind my Malay brothers and sisters, be careful of the dunya. Wallahi, the dunya follow you. I swear by Allah, the dunya follows me, Sheikh Zoubir. The dunya keep coming to me. I am running away. Say tak mahu. She's like a crazy lady. The more you say no, the more she wants you. Dunya is like that.
Sheikh, I have this, no problem. My youngest daughter, she worked with the bank.
Okay.
Very close and
That's why she doesn't attend my classes.
No.
Zoubir.
What that you?
Yeah, the baby.
Yes.
So, what is the position actually?
What does she do? What's her job? Teller or bank?
She is in the merchant bank.
What's her
Her job is
position?
reporting.
Reporting.
Yeah.
Reporting.
Okay. If she is, God forbid, I don't care, even if she's my sister, or my wife, or my daughter, or my mother, if she is giving loans to people, that's haram.
You should give me loan.
No, I'm just telling you. She or me or any one of us. If you work for a bank and you give the loan, you approve the loan, or you propose a loan, that is haram. If you are a teller, all you do is you carry money, you give money, this is not no problem. Still there is shubha in that job.
But if she just making a report consolidating for the whole of Southeast Asian region,
I know.
making profit, that one is okay. Yeah?
It's okay, but still working in the bank is shubha. But it's not haram. But it's close to the haram.
If
now.
If I have to persuade her, okay, you work with the bank negara. Because that is the line that she has. So working with bank negara is still...
Bank negara is even worse. Let her wherever she is. Pay attention. Look please. Banking system, the way it is based on riba. Now, alhamdulillah, there are attempts of introducing Islamic, the word Islamic, CIMB Islamic, Maybank, which is very good. And Malaysia is quite advanced. Temporarily, we can tell people to stay in their positions, but with one intention. They all have to work together towards Islamizing the finance. If that's the intention, they can stay. There is one sister, highly positioned in the banks. She attends many. She's one of my students. I told her stay. I gave her fatwa to stay. Why? Because she can make decisions. You got it or not? If we remove the good ones from decision making, who do you think will stay? Only the bad ones, and the riba will always be there. One day, this sister and other brothers and sisters, because they sit on the board, can make the decision. And she never missed my classes. She keep attending classes, alhamdulillah. She's getting it. So I say, sister, Allah brought you as a tool to stay there. Because she asked me, Sheikh, should I resign? Because you scared me with the... I said, alhamdulillah, at least this sister fears Allah. I said, no, for you, you stay. Because we are Islamizing the finance. And if you ask me, I tell you something. Women shouldn't even work. Should be home, and you guys and me work and give them the money. Lady, here is the salary. Would you please give me some for coffee? That's all. No, the most ideal situation is that women shouldn't work. Is men work for them. The woman should be queen. If she works, something close to her nature. Business, but give money to who? Investors, meaning she invests. Teaching, doctor and nurse. This close to the nature of a woman. Do you know the stress of bank? I have a sister who visited me. She had cancer also in her breast, like my wife. You know what was her problem? She is bank manager. The calls, the pressure. She has to have money in the bank. So she couldn't take it. She developed breast cancer. What I'm saying, my sisters and brothers, be careful, please. One day you're gonna retire. One day you're gonna die. Neither the job benefits you, nothing. So that sister, a daughter of yours, I would ask her, my daughter, if you find a better job, change. Because she studied, she's smart, otherwise she will not be in that. If she can find a better job other than bank, work for company, her own company, why not? That's the best. If not, tell her reporting is not as bad as giving loan. Afdal, there is something good and something afdal. There is something bad and something even worse. She is not in the worst. She is not in the worst zone. She is in the bad zone.
So it's a lesser of two evil.
Lesser of two evil. So she has to ask Allah day and night to give her a better job where, alhamdulillah, she doesn't have to give loan to anyone or be with the loans, or because they report to Southeast Asia, to the bank, to whatever. Is she doing haram? No, I don't think she's doing haram. But it's a little shubha.
It's because of me. She was given a choice.
Ah.
So I made the choice for her to work there.
Okay, no problem.
Given Petronas job. So
It's okay.
I hope.
Maybe Allah will give her another job, inshallah. She will go there. Why not? You didn't know me when she got.
Yeah.
You should have asked. If you know me, like now, you know me and you don't ask, it's very wrong. Not because I want to know your private life. Actually, better not to tell me. But let's say, now we have Sheikh Zoubir, he teaches us every Saturday, mashallah. Phone call, Sheikh, my son, my daughter, my brother, I am getting this. Do you think it's, wallahi, we want only good for you. Maybe I even encourage you to stay, like the sister. But she asked. And she is high officer, not
Director.
anyone.
Board directors.
Very humble, very simple. She said, Sheikh, I said, you stay. Stay in that. We need you. Islam needs you. But some of them say, no, you better change. Rasulullah was like this, telling that you do this, you don't do this, you do this. Because he had the ilm. He had the Quran and Hadith. Now, if we have Quran and Hadith, inshallah, we can tell our children to be really good. Some of you also, until you decide for your sons and daughters where to go, you ask Sheikh, can you please give dua? No. No dua for you. How about that? From now on. You know, I never forget this. This I never forget. Inshallah. My Sheikh, one of the students came and told him, Sheikh, I have a baby. Was born yesterday. I was blessed with baby last night. And I brought the baby for you, Sheikh, to make dua for him and to advise me what to do. He said, inshallah. He made dua for the baby, but he said it's too late. Ah, Sheikh, what do you mean too late? He said, I thought you were too close to me. You didn't even ask me whose wife you are choosing. Who's the woman you are choosing as wife? So too late. Actually, you should have come and say, Sheikh, I would like to marry from family so and so. Do you think it's okay? Do I have your blessings as my Sheikh? He said too late. Because the children actually, before they come, we need to choose their mothers. The education of the child starts before marriage. Because who's the first teacher of the children? The
Mother.
Sheikh, since you highlight to me, I have a grandson, we don't have the father. So now I'm taking the role as a father.
Ah.
So he's leaving for Germany in March.
MashaAllah, takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
So I make sure that dua for him so that he will
So it's not too late.
not let him
Ah.
I make sure that he will grow and make sure.
Confession. Very good, inshallah. Already the mother talked to me, mashallah.
Ah.
Mother already said, Sheikh. Yes. When I was going overseas, I remember, like him, he's going overseas to study. When I was coming to Malaysia, I went to my Sheikh and I told him, and he gave me the best advice. This is Sunnah. Sunnah we are forgetting. The Sahaba, Ya Rasulullah, I'm getting married, what should I do? Oh Messenger, we don't ask. We are not asking our elderly, we don't ask our ulama. And the least, may Allah make it easy. You know that dua is answered, khalas. Everything will be easy. But you hide. Then I see you after 4 years speaking more German than Hitler. What are you doing? Who are you? You forgot me, Sheikh? Of course I forget you. You got it or not?
Yes.
Some of you like this, hiding. But alhamdulillah, he's not going to England. I'm happy. I am a little bit happy. Alhamdulillah. I was afraid, London. Now all my students, even Tansri, is scared. Where are you going? No, Sheikh, I'm going to Doha. But actually London. Doha. They're takut. Sheikh, Doha. They're not lying. But after, then I say, hey, after Doha. No, serious. Don't go there unless you have a need. You're making their economy strong. Okay, if they give you £1, 1 ringgit, go. Commonwealth. You see? You go to there, 1 ringgit, £1. Commonwealth. No. 5, 6. See? Not even 2. Not even 2, my God. Already like 100% profit. No. 600% profit. You still go to them. The problem is you. If Pakistanis and Malays stop going to England, England will do ruku'. If Algerians stop going to France, France will do sujood. But it's us, the Algerians, we love France. You love England. But your love to England is more than our love to France. Tell me how.
Football.
No, from Algeria to France, only 2 hours flight. You,
13.
14, still you go. You know what I mean? So you have azima, you have aqidah. At least wait for us 2 hours. You, still going. And flight fall, A380, Airbus A301, 380 fall. Man, where are you going? Oh, Sheikh, mas. Yeah. Ay. Your son, huh? He looks like you. Yalla. Now we make dua, and then I sit with my friend. Ya Allah, may you benefit us with the hadith of today. Hadith number 6. إن الحلال بين وإن الحرام بين وبينهما أمور مشتبهات فاتقوا الشبهات. Ya Allah, make us among those who avoid ambiguous area. Ya Allah, make us among those who avoid shubuhat. Ya Allah, if we have fell in any shubha, please forgive us. Ya Allah, forgive our brothers and sisters, our parents, especially Granda Rahman Maghfirah, the late husband of Sister Fazila, who is the son of Haji Johari and my dear mother here, brother of Emery. May Allah grant him Jannatul Firdaus.
Ameen.
May Allah forgive him. May Allah make him very proud of his 2 sons and his and his wife, and all of you, inshallah. For sure, he is blessed man. That's why we are making dua for him. Ya Rabbil Alameen, give sabr to his wife, to his sons, and make, inshallah, our young brother here represent Islam over there. I'm sure Allah has a good plan for him to go there and make others get influenced by Islam. The Germans are ready to accept Islam, and they are. Among all Europeans, Germans are faster. Yeah, because their strict behavior is compatible to Islam. They are very meticulous people. So I ask Allah to bless our son who is going there, and inshallah he will be a good boy, good Muslim, represent Islam. Always remember that he has a loving father, loving mother, that's his father also now, and loving family, including loving Sheikh, inshallah. And one day we visit him there, check on him, sudden visit like this. Takbir. Ameen. Ya Allah, bless all Hadirin and Hadirat, our host and his wife. May Allah grant them Jannatul Firdaus. May Allah bless this house. Haji Johari, may Allah give him good health. My brother here, may Allah give him very good health. Hajja and all my sisters, our elderly, keep them healthy, strong, and may Allah grant you all your wishes in dunya and akhirah. Whatever you wish, before you die, Allah gives it to you, and after death, inshallah. May Allah give shifa to the daughter of my brother. Ya Allah, mashfiha wa afiha, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, give shifa to this little girl. Look at her with the eye of mercy and remove that distress on her and on her father and mother. Ameen, ameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Assalamu alaikum. Never forget this hadith. Halal is clear, haram is mutashabihat, shubuhat. Avoid them. I think that here.
Shakir, the
Yes.
solat, yeah?
This is the